We haven't done this in a really, really long time, but joining with me is Mir and Haps. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Woohoo! Hi.
Woohoo! So I'm super excited. We're gonna break this down. We're gonna dissect every single frame of this, all the moves that Alex has, because he has a lot of them. Something like 10 throws or something ridiculous, a new stance, a lot of unga bunga. Alex is the first DLC grappler, and to distinguish himself from Mano, Lily, and Zangief, man. He was always like a big stun grappler, so they changed a lot with him, man. And I think he fits really well in Street Fighter 6. But man, they changed him in a way I didn't think they would with the new stance. So he's got kind of an MMA style to his wrestling. Okay, so the very, very first thing we see is instantly he goes into his new signature move, Prowler Stance. So does it tell us, Mir, what the input is for this stance?
I'm not sure actually. I don't think so.
Okay, so we don't know if it's like two
What
kicks.
if I go forward and kick?
Yeah, maybe.
Or something. Yeah.
He's gonna be doing
Maybe
this
2 kicks.
a lot.
Yeah.
So visually, before he goes crazy and like starts jumping here, he dashes forward quite a bit. Like I would imagine it might not go as far as Luke's. You know, Luke where he ducks down and it's like very similar to Luke. They chose Luke here for a reason. I think visually that's how I imagine. He'll kind of burst forward, kind of like a command dash. He can't block during this. They said that on the blog. And then from this stance, you press different buttons and he'll do different things, including a lot of his old signature moves and even command normals. Yeah, there's a lot. The blog doesn't go over all of them, but, you know, it's going to show a bunch of them in the trailer here. So this alone, I think, is crazy because we see somewhere in the trailer, too, that, like, when he ducks down, he actually is going a little low profile because he goes underneath Luke's fireball, which is crazy.
So they very tactically chose to show Luke's light fireball. So I'm not quite convinced he goes under it. It might be that Luke's fireball just ran out.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's not too many fireballs that this is going to go underneath anyways. Like, even if it is just Luke, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he's going underneath Sonic Booms or something.
Yeah, I would be curious to see it against another fireball that like actually goes a large distance.
Right. Like, and he's not moving that fast. It's not like it's going to be a substitute for a dry rush, but it's going to help him. You see he actually has like legit setups where he goes into this and then he can kind of choose and mix people up like Kimberly styles. It shows a lot of examples in this trailer. Now that he has this Prowler Stance, which is cool, he can cancel it from a bunch of things. But now, like, some of his moves are, like, locked away on this Prowler Stance. Like, we see later he has his Stomp is locked away, right? That Crouching Heavy Punch. So, you know, this could be annoying, too, if you're, like, an old-school Alex player. Because you're like, man, now I have to do this Prowler Stance all the time to unlock a lot of moves. Like, before, Alex players would just crouch there, right? And then you just sit there, hold their charge, and then do Stomp or whatever, right? Now you're constantly going into this Prowler Stance. I don't know. What do you think about this, Mir?
I think there's different versions of the Prowler Stance because across the trailer, I feel like we see different startups for it.
Okay.
So I feel that's why I was saying maybe it's quarter circle forward kick rather than
I see.
two kick or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think some properties are only locked behind the strengths then, if that is the case. Like, say, for example, the heavy version has longer startup, but it's the one that actually evades fireballs.
Okay.
Things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting because you mentioned there's some attacks that are locked to this stance. So having one that is very quick to access would be beneficial because, you know, like there's an attack that is an anti-air
right
in this stance. Which would be, you know, kind of weird if you didn't have it all times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very possible that the gameplay, is completely different from classic Alex. Like they maintained the aesthetics and the looks of like his moves and stuff, but it might just be completely different. It's interesting because Alex was always sort of this character that struggled with the idea of being full on a grappler. It was more like this mid-range character because he was never really all that good.
He was very brawler type because he doesn't have that vortex, right? Usually, like when you land the grab, it vortexes, that becomes your win condition. But it was more like he would build up stun on you, whittle you down, and then stunning you is his win condition. Because if he gets a free hit on you, you're dead, right? Like his V skill game up crush counter, he gets the heavy flash chop, right? Backdrop, just massive deeps. Or he would stun you from that big hit and then kill you afterwards. But he was never like, I grab you, what am I going to do next? I grab you again kind of thing.
No, it definitely has looping pressure with the stance, and we see it throughout the trailer. So it's quite different.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the strength in this is going to be heavily influenced by how quickly you can cancel out of this stance. Because here we see him do the full run and then he takes to the air.
Yeah.
But if he could instantly cancel, I think that makes him less predictable, and he has more freedom to use all of this toolkit.
Right.
So maybe we'll see later on in the video if there's some variety in how quickly he cancels out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in the blog, Mir, it mentions some buttons that correspond to what he does from the Prowler Stance. So does it mention which one he does the hop, like the empty hop?
Yes, it's light kick, and it's called tactical hop.
Light kick? Do you guys think there's a button where he just stops, like run stop, or no? You think he's gonna commit to everything?
Okay, I was thinking about that when I was going down the potential follow-ups, because the blog mentions that there's 11 follow-ups. So I was trying to figure out, which ones they could be.
Right.
And there's a moment in the trailer where to stop early, they do they don't do a run stop. They do a run into an attack, which makes me think that that's probably the fastest way out of it.
Oh, okay. So maybe he doesn't have a run
so
stop.
there might not be like a run stop traditionally, like it for Kimberly, for example.
But if he has 11 follows from this, then what could they possibly be? Because you have 6 buttons. So you think it's like 3 punches, or what do you think?
So there's definitely crouching follow-ups, so that increases the amount.
Oh, okay.
And then there's throws out of it too, so that could be,
man,
a punch and light kick at the same time.
Yeah. I mentioned this before when I first saw this trailer, man. I really feel like this should have been Luke's signature move. Like, because Luke's MMA, bro. So, like, it's really strange they gave Alex all these MMA kind of style moves when it should have been Luke. Because Luke is basically, he's an MMA character, but he turned out to just be a Shoto. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And Capcom's been trying to buff his run. I'm not trying to derail this into a Luke rant, but I'm just saying it's just really odd too, Plus Alex is a main character, Luke's a main character. I don't know. It's just it's a very strange thing.
Weird.
Very strange. And they, like I said, they have him against Luke for a reason. It's very, very odd. But anyways, okay, let's go over this first setup here. So he presses light kick, you said, Mir?
Yes, that would be for the hop.
Yeah, for the hop. Okay, so light kick.
Yeah, I think like Blanca raid jump or whatever it's called.
Okay, it's like the Blanca.
It seems kind of short. You see, like how he doesn't go very far, even though he has momentum forward because of the run. He doesn't actually jump very much at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like Kimberly, like she's jumping up and doing her elbow drop.
Mm-hmm.
He like loses all of his momentum, and you can see Luke try to check him, and then he could just do any jumping button he wants from here because he's just free from this point, right? I'm going to see this jumping heavy.
Yeah, jumping heavy punch.
Bonk. Is that a counter hit, or that looks like a counter hit?
It's
all right.
No, it's a punish counter because the spark is orange.
The jumping heavy punch doesn't have a very good Hammer Mountain kind of vibe to it. His knee is sticking down really far.
Yeah.
I mean, that could just not be a hurt box, to be fair.
yeah. But I'm sure this is not going to be like Luke Ken level jumping heavy punch, you know what I'm saying?
He used to have a very good jumping heavy punch that hit fairly low.
Yeah, he's got that Superman punch too, but pretty interesting. That's what you get for trying to check. And then he just goes into sweep, hey?
That sweep looks nice. Pretty long.
Traditional sweep.
Yeah. It's tough to tell how long it is, though, because he's so tall, right? So
yeah,
he's doing it point blank, but, jumping heavy punch sweep.
Oh, it reminds me of Terry sweep. Oh my gosh.
But the point is like if an Alex player is running at you with a Prowler Stance, like he's got a lot of options. Like it's not just as simple as, hey, I'm going to attack him. But if he can't block and if he can't stop, assuming he can't stop, then we'll see how this is kind of movie magic from the trailer. We'll see how realistic this actually is.
Well, I guess
to do it in Nooch like that.
Something else to mention about the stance, since we're talking about it, assuming it is a special move, which should be, then you could do it out of drive rush, and it would change the momentum of your drive rush. Like, you know how special moves don't carry over the momentum of a drive rush?
Mm-hmm.
So because it has a little bit of startup before he starts running, he could basically do a drive rush and then stop and then start moving again.
Yeah, you'll crouching light, try to check his drive rush, and then he'll cancel the stance. You'll try to check that, and then he'll cancel to the jump. Oh man.
But it's worth keeping in mind. I mean, it is a possibility. It could be fun, or it could not be. But
we'll depends who's playing Alex.
Yeah.
I think that this has the potential to be so strong Because if we remember the current roster, characters that after a knockdown have a way to get to you quickly without spending drive rush are incredibly strong. Think Blanca, think Ed, right? They have these like command dashes. So giving that to a grappler, if he has a way to quickly recover his frames after knocking you down with his dash, that is so scary because he's right in your face.
Yeah, I know. Like even Zangief players are like double drive rushing sometimes. You know, they're going drive rush and then going drive rush again, right? Just to try to maintain the momentum. For sure.
Exactly.
Lily has to manage the win stocks, right? And Manon, Manon's just Manon. So
I'm gonna assume his throw damage is gonna not be as high as other grapplers, even though he has a lot of options, as mentioned in the blog, that supposedly has over 10 throws. Whatever that means.
It's so ridiculous.
I think it's mostly gonna be utility and style. I feel like some of them are just there for style. And because he appears to have good normals too, so
yeah,
you know, like it's worth understanding whether or not they're gonna be more skewed towards their throws or towards the attacks. And Alex historically was more of a attack kind of grappler rather than throw.
All right, let's go to the next clip here. I think here they make it really simple for us. They just straight up show us all of his kicks. So light kick, medium kick, heavy kick, I'm assuming. Yeah. Bam.
Yeah, like his medium kick is the traditional medium kick. I don't think that is a combo. Like I don't think light kick, punish counter combos into medium kick. They're just, you know, like showing that that he's doing pokes.
Yeah, it's just showing he's got like really good buttons in general.
Luke is recovering the whole time, which is kind of interesting. Like it does look like it should combo, but I don't think it does. So this is just an assumption. So. I really don't know.
The light kick and medium kick look similar to like his Street Fighter 5. It's just like the medium kick used to be more straight, like just more of a straight kick. The light kick just looks a little bit different, but like Alex has always had really good buttons, like in neutral. It's just that like in a game like Street Fighter 5, they just didn't lead into much. Like you just can like out poke someone to death. But now with the punish counter system in Street Fighter 6, it'll be interesting to see. And his heavy kick is like the same thing, man. It's like a big boot, and we can see the crumple from it.
He doesn't put his hands over his head anymore. Like he used to have this very outstretched stance where he would put his arms high up in the air. Yeah, and I thought it was quite iconic. I'm actually kind of surprised that they didn't bring it back. But we see that the standing heavy kick on a punish counter crumples the opponent, makes them fall backwards.
Yeah, that's good. And it was like that. Like in Street Fighter 5, the crush counter heavy kick was like really, really good. The light kick, like I said, it hits down at a good angle to hit with punish like low attacks or things with a hurt box. You have to hit it low. The medium kick's good for beating crouching medium kicks. You can see it hits up nice and high, like it usually all medium kicks are generally the same. But his heavy kick just has really good range to it. And once we go further in the trailer, it looks like you might be able to charge it too. So
yes,
his heavy kick's got a lot of utility, even more in this game. And Street Fighter 5, like I said, it was very, very good. So what's this here I'm seeing, Mirror? Is this his new heavy punch?
Yeah, I think that is standing heavy punch.
Really? They changed it, hey? Now it's just a straight palm smash. And I think later on we see this looks like you might be able to charge that too now.
That is correct, yeah.
So they're giving him so much utility just on his buttons, like similar to Zangief, man. Like Alex, he has everything.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna have armor. I guess we're gonna talk about it when we see it.
Why do you think they changed his heavy punch though? Just because they wanted something similar to his heavy kick, so it's more intuitive.
No, it might just be for looks, like in the sense that it's better representative of the hitbox, and they wanted because he does have his old heavy punch. It's just locked away elsewhere, but in Street Fighter 3, if I remember correctly, his old heavy punch was an overhead, and then Street Fighter 5 that wasn't the case anymore. And in this game, I guess they just decided that this one was a better fit for the type of attack that they wanted to have. Like maybe they felt that the other one's gonna have less range visually and not be, like as accurate with the hitbox that they wanted to have.
Right. I don't think his heavy kick or his heavy punch are cancelable, but there is the stance we see later. So what I'm saying is like when you have a straight heavy punch like this, it's usually really good.
Well,
Like a Shoto heavy punch.
The hold version of the heavy punch is cancelable, and not just into the stance. So we don't know if the normal one.
Oh, really? If this is normal
cancelable,
dude, this is gonna be insane. Then I didn't catch that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be crazy, bro.
What the hell the version is? So like it could be different.
Because Zangief's heavy
punch.
You know
how
Urian
in Street Fighter 5, Urian in Street Fighter 5 had the non-cancelable standing heavy punch until he charged it. It could be the same way for Alex.
All right. Yeah. So Zangief's heavy punch when he charges it knocks you down. And it has armor. Interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. So light kick. So once again, sweep, light kick, medium kick, heavy kick.
Well, I guess one thing that we can mention here is the heavy punch hits in the part of the crumple when Luke is airborne, and he's not air reset. So it means that normal causes like if it hits airborne opponents, it causes like a knockdown. It doesn't air reset them.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's a minor thing, but it's there, so it could be useful for some combos.
Interesting,
like with drive rush and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so next we got his medium punch. His medium punch looks pretty much the same, like his old school. Maybe
really far, honestly.
It goes a little further. He's kind of leaning into it a little bit more. Hey.
Yeah.
This was good in Street Fighter 5 because it was fast. Like there was something where you had to like you micro walk into it and spam it. But now, see, this is his old heavy punch, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And this is a target combo.
So this is a target combo.
You see that the recovery of the medium punch is like not there.
Yeah. This is a medium heavy target combo now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his old heavy punch was really weird, dude. Dude, sometimes I saw people like anti-air with this thing in Street Fighter 5 and it slams you down. It's really weird, normal, man.
As I was mentioning, in Street Fighter 3, this move is an overhead, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
So like it could be in this game. Like this could be a mid overhead target combo.
Oh, like Bison.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
That'd be nice.
I didn't know that. That's cool. Either way,
if that's the case,
this medium
slams down.
This medium punch is you guys think this is probably like 6 frames probably?
No.
Like the medium punch? I didn't count the frames. Even
I don't want to count on trailers, but
I'm gonna say it's lower than that.
Okay, so 7.
Considering the range too.
Probably 7 or 8. Yeah.
Okay.
But what I do think, if this is similar to Ice and Star combo, it might mean that his medium punch has not very negative, maybe -1 or -2.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be nice.
Okay.
Oh. Now that I think about it, this being an overhead makes a lot of sense because of another special move that we can talk about later. So,
okay.
I'm starting to believe that this could be.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, either way, we're just we're just guessing, but it caused the knockdown for the target.
Yeah, it does.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very good.
So Alex lost his old.
The target combo has extra properties we're gonna see.
Later. All right. So what does he do after? So then this is his normal chop, like his forward medium
punch. For the girl overhead.
It was forward medium punch before, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing went really far, but it was slow, dude.
It's really funny. It's a fun history. In Street Fighter 5, for a very long time, that's a game with punishable overheads. For a very long time, it was only -4 and had infinite range, and it went under the radar for so long.
Infinite range.
But yeah, this one I did count the frames, and I got mixed results, but it doesn't seem 21 or 20. It seems slower, like 22 or 23.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense, like on a grappler, right? Like you don't want to have super fast overheads, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense when you have to worry about the command throws and as well. And this has a lot of range too. So
this is clearly an overhead, right? Like it shows Luke crouching.
Yeah, like I mean, it wasn't overhead in.
Yeah, they're not trying to hide that. Like they're like, hey, look, this is an overhead. but that also means that like you have drive rush overhead, because like okay, Manon doesn't have it, right? Lily has it, but it's like the slowest overhead ever. It's like you're never gonna land it unless the opponent is asleep. And Zangief doesn't have it, so this would be like the first grappler that has like a legit drive rush overhead. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Zengi's halves it, but doesn't it knocks down, right? So
What
Yeah,
is it?
and it's so slow.
yeah, down forward heavy kick, the wheel kick. It's an overhead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, you could close out some rounds with that from like full screen. Right. The wheel kick. I wasn't even thinking about that. But this will be like the first. I'm talking like Ryu Unga Bunga over dry rush overhead into something into dry rush overhead. That's what I'm talking about.
Before minus on hit.
Okay. Damn, that's actually kind of scary, bro. Okay, so man, I don't even know where we're gonna start with the throws, dude. This guy has like 10 throws. How do we know which throws?
I know where to start.
Okay,
this is a throw, and it throws him forward. So it's a fourth.
This is a forward throw.
Nice.
All right, chat. This is where you guys come in, okay? Because I'm not huge in wrestling. I don't know if Mir is. I don't know if Haps is. But like, if you guys know these kind of throws or these wrestling moves, feel free to chime in. I'm sure the YouTube side is gonna tell us what all of these moves are. But he's got a lot of them, and the animations look great. And a lot of the mocap was done by Kenny too, right? So this is cool.
Yes. Good old
professional, yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
So what would you call this? An arm bar, right?
I don't know.
And then into the toss. I don't know.
Just like Luke's just having a bad time, dude. Real bad time. It's called hospital. It's called hospital.
Call it arm bar into salad.
Called hospital. Remember, Alex is a heel, so he's kind of a dirty fighter too. So he's not holding back, man. Especially when you see his level 3. Cool.
And
to be fair, Alex never was like.
It's called hospital.
Kind or anything like that. It was always a little bit of an asshole. So.
Yeah. Okay, forward throw.
Yeah.
And taunt.
Forward. Kind of far, but again, in the corner could be different. Yeah, this is the taunt.
Alex getting everyone all riled up when they're asking for the inevitable nerfs to his character.
He has a more accentuated New York accent.
He does, which is great. Okay. Oh, right. Actually, this is where Haps mentioned the light fireball, right? Man,
yeah.
I think Haps is right now. Hold on. I think Haps is cooking.
Yeah.
Haps went through this frame by frame. Didn't you, Haps?
Yeah.
You did, didn't you? You're like, no,
I
this
did.
can't be true. You're like, no. You're like, the lights are off and the monitor's reflecting off your eyeballs. You're like, no, this can't be real.
You can look at the startup. You can look at the startup of this this run, and like how it's quite long, and you can compare it with other times we're gonna see it in the trailer. I'm curious if you guys also think that.
Did you say the startup? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like look at the startup of the run. Does it look really long?
I don't know. It's in slow mo, so I can't really.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I also thought the throw animation looked really long, but the slow mo is like messing with me, I think.
Okay. When he's doing this, is he letting it rock or is he stopping it? Like, is he letting it rock here? Because he's going in the crouch.
You're saying to do the follow up?
Yeah, I don't know. Is he doing a follow up or is he just letting it rock? Like, I can't.
Yeah. So based on my findings, I think he can just do crushing light punch out of it. Like that is a thing that he can do.
That's crazy. That is so good.
That is crazy if that's true.
No recovery.
It looks like he's stopping, but I don't know.
I'll show you why. It just right after.
He's going pretty far, man. He's going like it's at least a dash range.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, at first I thought this was like run stop, but it doesn't really stop. And later again, like I said, we do see it being done.
Crouching light punch.
I think it's one of his follow-ups. It's just crouching light punch out of the Prowler Stance.
Okay. We'll see. And
then he does it twice, yeah.
YouTube, let us know what you think. What's going on here? Okay, his crouching light punch looks weird. Is it the same crouching light punch but from a different angle? It looks really weird.
Actually, I don't remember how it used to look like.
I'm pretty sure his chest was facing forward, like it was just from the other angle. But either way, this thing looks far. Like his crouching light punch looks super far.
Yeah, it does pretty far. It does look pretty far.
Yeah, man.
Reminds me of Geeve's little stab.
Yeah, little stabby stabs. And remember, Zangief had a weird property too, right? Where when he chains it, it's 3 frames. So I don't know. I doubt Alex is like that. It's probably just a straight up his 4-framer.
I mean, if he can keep a true block string with his jabs, it's potentially really good, right? Like for parrying and stuff. So.
But anyways, he chains into it. Okay, so here's a new move. So
it's a new move and it's an old move.
Okay.
Because in previous games he used to have this move called Flash Chop, and it was his forward punch.
Yeah.
Now, Flash Chop is quarter circle forward heavy punch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's the only Flash Chop you have. So quarter circle forward light punch and medium punch are this move.
So what is it called?
Flash Axe.
Flash Axe. And you know, it's kind of funny because like they gave him a new move, but it kind of acts the same. It's just hitting that downward angle. It's kind of the same move, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little.
So this is the medium version that is shown here, and the blog tells us that there's the light and the medium version. And the reason why we know this is the medium version is because it knocks down and then it immediately goes into Prowler Stance. That's a thing that you can do out of this attack.
Right. Yeah. So just remind me if I'm wrong, Mir. It says the light version of the, what is it called again? Flash Axe?
Flash Axe.
Yep. Flash Axe. It says the light version is good from doing from lights. And the medium version is can be canceled. Special canceled?
No, I think it says that the light version is just a good combo ender, if I remember correctly. Let's see.
It's safe on block, basically.
The light version is a great combo ender and is safe on block, whereas the medium version can transition into Prowler Stance upon hit.
Oh, specifically Prowler Stance.
Yeah, so like I think the idea is the light one you can kind of just fish for and end the block strings safely. Right.
Chip them down.
For some extra chip.
Yeah.
But it doesn't knock down. We see it later that it doesn't.
The light version does not knock down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the medium one is the one that you confirm into.
Right.
And it does knock down, but it's likely unsafe because it's not mentioned that it is safe. And it goes into the Prowler Stance. So it lets you continue your pressure on a knockdown.
But it's showing that he can combo into the medium version from the lights, right?
So yeah, I thought it was kind of weird at first, but I think the idea is that it's something that you're supposed to confirm into. So like you do crouching light punch, quarters to go forward, and then you see whether or not it has hit, and you press light or medium.
Yeah,
you know, that sort of thing.
If you do it on if you do on block, you do the light version, and then medium if it hits. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure that like maybe there's a gap if you do the light version, you could get parried or whatever.
You get perfect parried in high level play. Yeah.
I think for the light version, you might not always want to knock them down. Maybe like several characters have like reset types where you leave them standing for a mix up. So,
right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he is a grappler.
It's just that, like, if you knock him down, though, I mean, Alex has so many great options. Like, going into Prowler Stance, like, this seems like a way better mix than a restand for Alex. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this.
Well, it's about having options. I think what Haps is saying is correct, is that maybe they're waiting for you to knock them down because they have already planned their wake-up scenario. But, I didn't get knocked down. Oh, I got scooped, you know?
Yeah. So it's not that confusing. Like I said, they gave him basically 2 new moves. It's just the light, medium version of Flash Shot, but they pretty much act the same. I guess the only thing he really loses is, like, in Street Fighter V, you can light Flash Chop fireballs to kind of advance forward. That's pretty much what he loses, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say actually another thing. Since the light Flash Axe doesn't knock down, assuming that there is a gap when you do it in a string like this, if they press and get counter hit, it's likely you can combo afterwards.
Oh, with the restand instead. Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, because like they would get hit by a special move counter hit. And be maybe block 4 or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, next up here. So, yeah, we see some Okie Dokie. And he cancels, like, once again, medium, Flash Axe, cancel on the Prowler. Good corner carry. And a ton of mix here. So, in this case, he goes whiff, grab. So, we already saw the forward throw, didn't we, Mir? So, this is another grab?
Right, so I'm guessing it's like Zangief, where he has, like, forward and throw, neutral and throw, down forward and throw, that sort of thing, because we see a bunch of normal throws.
Yeah, there's also throws, like, if the opponent is crouching, it does something different. Like, man, there's just a million
this
throws.
Could be it, too, right? Like, it could be one of the follow-ups. Like, there's so many things that I'm really wondering about, and I guess I'll go into it later, but let's just say that it looks like a normal throw because it's not cinematic.
So Alex is really plus, man. He has enough time to whiff a light. Like, he's super plus, bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was referring to before here, right? So it does seem like he doesn't have a stop, and he's killing the frames with a jab. So this is the free, like, no drive rush required mix right here, which is so good.
Yeah,
This
for a
character is
grappler,
so
man.
cool.
Yeah.
But this
Sure.
is why I'm thinking that he doesn't have a stop, is because why would he whiff the jab otherwise, right?
Well, it might
I
just
feel like this is the
yeah.
fastest option out
Yeah,
of
because
it
if you were
for him to
mashing
get out
it,
of Prowler Stance.
yeah. Well, keep in mind, Luke is not back rising here. He's just quick rising, so
Yeah,
you would be
that's
a
true.
little further away if he did back
That's
rise.
true. That's true.
Either way, he's plus. Like he's very plus
Yeah,
there.
he is.
Yeah.
And remember, this is
I
gonna be
do,
one of the most common mix-ups you're gonna see because it's from lights. You know, you're gonna see this all the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is in the corner. Like, if you were in the corner, rather, then you wouldn't even be able to do back rise. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy, dude. Bam. All right. Oh no, Luke dropped his combo.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay. So yeah,
Right,
I was
so
confused.
This is the light version.
Yeah, I was
Flash
confused.
Axe.
I thought this was the medium version because it shows he does a punish counter combo. So I thought that's the only way he'd combo into it this way, but I guess not. So
No. Well, that's a standing light kick punish counter. I'm going to guess, and this is just a guess, that the standing light kick, even though it has more range, probably has worse hit stun than the other lights.
oh, okay.
So it's very likely that you don't have a lot of options here, which is why you go into the light flash hacks. At least you get the restand, and we see that he goes for
Yeah, maybe
like
he
a
can't
low.
combo into the medium one.
Mm-hmm. This is a punish counter too, so like I would expect him to have more frames. It could just be for the trailer, but we'll see.
Okay, so he's got a new target combo. Was it crouching light kick, crouching heavy kick?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing because it goes into the sweep,
Mhm.
the rich lady sweep too.
This seems risky, man. Yeah, he does have a rich lady sweep. This seems risky though. Like you couldn't be able to confirm this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Elena vibes here.
Yeah.
This isn't combo, right? No way, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it's on counter hit. You have to keep in mind that crouching light kick, it's counter hit.
Yeah.
But I don't know how safe this would be. Like this seems kind of, I don't know, like all or nothing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people are walking back, so you know you got something. At least you can knock them down. If you hard read, they're gonna try to jump out or backdash or whatever. But it does seem quite committal for this kind of mix up in particular. Like you would imagine, I would imagine like AliExpress would do crouching mean kick instead here, but
yeah.
The fact that they specifically show crouching light kick being a counter hit is really sus.
Yeah.
But if this is hit only, then it's gotta be safe, right? Or like -4 or something.
Sweep though?
Yeah, but
And I just
otherwise, how do you justify? Like you would never do it if it's counter hit only, unsafe.
Bro, we have Elena. You know, like we have Elena. I don't know. Anything's possible, man.
Elena's not counter hit only.
Bro, Elena's crouching mean kick is punishable in block.
This is such a weird choice, especially after the universal change to sweeps, right? Like, this is an even bigger risk for very little reward now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. This is a weird move.
This is something we need to like be in the lab to see why you would.
I mean,
do
maybe
this.
this sweep actually does force a hard knockdown. So, there's that.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I said, it's just very, very committal. Okay, so is he canceling the sweep here?
I don't know if it is a special input that you have to do where
This animation looks very fluid.
I feel like it's just done right after.
Bro, it looks super fluid.
It looks slightly less fluid in my eyes, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if it is something where you hold forward and you automatically get the Prowler stance, or if you just did it right afterwards and it just happened. Because like there's a moment where he spins around really fast that looks a little unnatural in my eyes.
Yeah. There might be more to this target combo though. Anyways, this guy is just going Prowler stance from everything, dude. Like he knocks down, he's going Prowler, bro.
Regardless, whether or not it is a cancel or a link, like he did it immediately afterwards. He goes into Prowler Stance and he goes immediately for the hop.
Bro, this is ridiculous. Like, he's not even moving forward from the Prowler. He's going straight up, like immediately
That's so
after.
good.
That's
insane. Which is why I was suggesting that there might be different startups to the stance.
Okay.
Because you see how quickly this is? Like,
he's not even moving forward, dude. He's going straight up.
Yeah, exactly. Like he crouches and then immediately boom.
Yeah. So this is light kick again? That makes him hop?
Yeah, the tactical hop.
Okay.
Hop. I don't know what's tactical about this, but
yeah. There's a lot of variables here, right? As Mir mentioned, maybe there's different strengths of the move.
Yeah.
And they like take you different distances.
Uh-huh.
But it seems like you can, depending on when you press a button, you can cancel it at any time, it seems, right? Like this is instant.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of startup, but yeah, it's pretty fast.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean, right? Like it's very speedy. He doesn't run anywhere. So yeah, it might be that the different strengths just let you like go further, but you can cancel each of them whenever you want, essentially.
Yeah, that's why I was guessing that there's a heavy version that might actually be able to deal with fireballs, right? Like extra startup and maybe extra travel distance, but like can go under projectiles or something, and maybe the lighter versions can't. We have established before that it could have been
still tough to say because we don't
very, very different.
We don't see an OD Prowler stance though through the trailer, right?
So no, I don't think so. No.
So it kind of leads me to believe it's more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, it's possible. It's really hard because they don't say what the input is.
Yeah. Anyways, his cross up is light kick.
Yeah, jumping light kick.
Jumping light kick, cross up, and then he tick throws into
the power bomb.
Power bomb.
Power bomb.
Sick.
Bam.
Something interesting about it, the new animation for power bomb, which I think is kind of neat that they hit it in the animation, is that Alex grabs you and then he does a spin around you and then he slams you. And what that does is that it actually gives him more corner carry because he moves forward much more by doing this maneuver.
Oh, crazy.
Right? Because he reverses positions twice.
So
that's pretty cool.
So this command grab, this is Alex's signature command grab. The differences between Zangief, well, one, this might be a half circle back motion rather than a 360 motion. And they mentioned that the range is determined. The range and speed is determined by the strength. So the furthest range one is the light version, but that's the slowest. And the heavy version is the fastest, but it has the least amount of range and probably does the most amount of damage.
The damage is always the same.
Oh, they said the damage is always the same. Okay. So
this is like Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5, they did this change at some point.
Oh,
where the light version, I believe, was like 9 frames, something like that, and the heavy version was 5. So
Manon is kind of similar to this too. So that's pretty interesting. That's different than Zangief.
I'm going to guess then that it is half circle back. I did write it down that it might have been 360 because it used to be, I think, in Street Fighter 3, I want to say. But
I think that was the super
way, like normally 360. Oh yeah, maybe that was the super, you're right. But maybe 360s would not have to do these have these drawbacks,
Yeah.
So
but if anyone's watching this and you have troubles doing like 360s and you want to like learn a grappler, I'm pretty sure this is a half circle. We'll have to see. It's not as scary as like Zangief's command grab. Like that's why that's a 360. But it's at the end of the day, Alex is a grappler. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm assuming that the damage here is not insane. Like it's not too high, especially when all 3 versions are seeing damage.
Yeah, and like I said, in Street Fighter 5, for the longest time, Alex didn't get Oki after Power Bomb. And then slowly, Capcom just tried to figure out a way to make him work without giving him Oki. And then eventually, they just started giving him Oki at the very end of Street Fighter 5. So, Street Fighter 6, we'll see what happens. I don't think it shows any setups after Power Bomb in the trailer. So, I would imagine he resets here. It just does like a good.
Supposedly, the Street Fighter 5 developers thought that Alex was like the best character.
Yeah, man.
At the end,
he was crazy though. It's just
kind of insane. But anyway, so like I wonder how much of that came in Street Fighter 6. Maybe they're like, he has to pay for his past sins that we have never actually witnessed.
Or we have
make him bad.
Or we have to pay Mir. They're gonna make us pay this time. They're like, you don't think he's OP? We'll show you he's OP. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. Yo, nephew, thanks so much for the raid, bro. We're breaking down the Alex trailer right now, guys. We're going through this like frame by frame, trying to analyze everything. We got like 2 months to do this, like we usually do. Yeah, hope you had a great stream, bro. Thanks so much. We're chilling. Yeah, we haven't been in the FGC world in a long time, guys. We've been playing a lot of retro, so I hope you guys are having a good one. Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, I hope you guys are still enjoying Street Fighter. It's gonna be nice to come back with Alex and then Capcom Cup and the Balance Patch coming out soon. So super cool. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, and thanks again for the raid, nephew. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I don't think we say in the trailer any okie dokie after. Okay, so this
really get to see it, but it's likely that it's pretty far.
Yeah,
like just looking at the animation.
So this part's really hard to catch unless you're watching this in slow-mo. But you see Alex's old school crouching heavy punch. Was like his main anti-air. I mean, except for standing light punch, that was vanilla Street Fighter 5. But this crouching heavy punch, you can change the trajectory of this in Street Fighter 5. You can go down forward heavy punch or down back heavy punch, and it will launch him like either close or far, and you can cancel it. The second hit into specials. But now it's not even his command normal. Now this actually is from his Prowler stance.
Well, see, this is where I really start to wonder what's going on here, because we see it done from Prowler stance, but later on there's a clip where that it made me doubt that it was only from Prowler stance.
When he does the DI, right?
Yes, unless there's something else about Prowler stance that I need to figure out. So we're gonna talk about that when we get,
because you were mentioning
in this clip specifically, you're absolutely correct. He does Prowler stance first, and then he does the anti-air.
Yeah. So it's just really weird. Like, why would he do that, right? Like, if he didn't have access to this move otherwise, like, why would he do that? Or it's just showing that, hey, if someone tries to jump at you while you're doing Prowler stance, you still have options. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think they just want to show that jumping is not an automatic W against Prowler stance.
Everything's from Prowler stance. It really feels like it, man. Like it's a big deal. Right? They said 11 different follow-ups, man. So, but this guy actually has me worried, man, because I think Alex is gonna have problems against jumps, because if this is locked away on Prowler stance, like that means his anti-air is just that jumping knee. That knee smash move.
Knee smash, yeah. I mean,
hopefully he's not gonna have standing light punch like Street Fighter 5. So, like,
I was gonna say, hopefully it's better hitbox than it was in 5, because
that one was. Yeah, this it was kind of sus. Like it did trade a lot. It wasn't the best. It was really jank. Capcom really wanted you to make this his like signature anti-air in Street Fighter 5 eventually, but we'll see what it's like in this game if they make the hitboxes a lot better, because it looks slow too. Like this doesn't look fast, man. So
it probably has upper body, or either full upper body invulnerability if they consider it like a follow up, or just very favorable hitboxes.
Right.
I'd like to mention that Luke is not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just empty jumping. That has me even more concerned, because Luke has great jumping normals. Like his jumping heavy punch, jumping heavy kick is cracked. So like they're like, how are we gonna make this work? Okay, just make him do an empty jump. Yeah, there's a lot of questions here, but either way, I don't think this is Alex's crouching heavy punch anymore. I don't think it is, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, there's another move that looks like it might be his new crouching heavy punch.
Yeah.
If this is perceived as how do you call it? A command normal, I think is down forward heavy punch, in my opinion.
Okay.
But we'll see. We're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah, we don't really know for sure. Okay, so then he goes into flash axe.
Yes.
Either the light or medium.
I think it's the light one, because there's no automatic follow-up here.
So it's just showing that, hey, gets put into a juggle state. It would be crazy if he can juggle into his medium flash axe here, because then he can go into Prowler stance again. And then, charge you. So, nuts. He still gets a lot of Oki here, because you see him do the backdash to set up
This
the.
is like some 1200 MR setup that he's back.
No
And he
way,
jumps
dude.
forward, and then he
No
was
way.
dive
This will
kick.
work
It's
in
like,
Legend
what the
rank. I
hell?
guarantee it, man. It's 100% work in Legend. This Unga Bunga.
Okay,
I'm glad he
so
still has this.
This is something really interesting because he's a grappler with a dive kick, but it's a dive punch, I guess.
Yeah, dive punch.
It's the
The
flying
Superman.
cross chop, jumping down a heavy punch. In Street Fighter V specifically, it's extremely picky at which height you can do it. You if you don't do it at the correct height, you just get a jumping heavy punch.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if this game's the same, where you have to do it at the apex of the jump.
Yeah, like Akuma
It
styles.
seems like that is the case, but
Right.
it's a dive kick or dive punch with a lot of range, but it's usually really unsafe on block because he does the whole roll thing.
Yeah.
It looks unsafe.
Yeah, you tumble after him, man.
But it's very plus on hit. So
Yeah, this is like just if you get a good read on your opponent and they're consistently anti-airing the same way, you can throw off their timing and do like a Hail Mary.
yeah, grapplers with dive kicks are scary.
Bro, Street Fighter V, they tried buffing this move so many times, man. They did this wild thing where like they made it so he activates from crouching heavy punch like V trigger, and then he jumps up in the air and juggles into this move into the knee smash, and it's just like all these wild combos they tried to integrate this with. Pretty funny. But we'll see in Street Fighter 6 if this move works. So restand, and then another throw.
Yeah. So he doesn't combo here. I wonder why. I'm assuming that he has enough frames, right? Because Punish kind of gives you +4 extra frames.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's taking his time here. So does that mean that this move is minus on hit?
No,
that he can't combo?
I think they just want
No, I
to.
don't think so.
I think they just
Or are
want to
they
show
just
off.
showing that,
themselves.
like, oh, let's do a throw.
Yeah, he definitely can combo after this for sure.
Yeah.
This is like the third forward throw we've seen, by the way.
Yeah.
The third one.
I mean, Zangief also has a lot of forward throws.
yeah, man. A
Oh,
lot.
this looks like it hurts.
So I'm sure one of the throws is like for damage. One could be better Oki or
Oki.
closer to them, corner carry. So
I wonder if there's any like Zangief. You know how Zangief has a normal throw that actually has a follow-up?
yes, like the
So
elbow.
I wonder if he has any of those.
Yeah, me too. So jumping medium punch, I'm assuming this is almost like universal.
Yeah. We see a forward dash too. We see it how it's kind of stubby and not particularly fast. We see both backdash and forward dash in this clip.
Yeah,
actually.
we do. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big dash, I'll say.
Right.
Okay. Good hit.
Jumping medium punch into the aerial knee smash. Aerial knee smash.
So what is this called? Knee smash?
Aerial knee smash.
Aerial knee smash. Okay.
Pretty
So
cool move, if I may say so myself.
this was an uppercut motion before.
Yeah.
And just imagine, like, I don't know, a shuriken
Yeah, it
that
would be.
grabs you in the air, I guess, with his knee. And
It's a hit grab, which is interesting because it would defeat even in Street Fighter 3. Wait, no, sorry, no, Street Fighter 3 wasn't a hit grab. Never mind. It had interesting properties with it dealing with armor and stuff. There weren't a lot of armored aerial attacks, but it worked that way.
So in Street Fighter V, this was like one of his best Oki options in the beginning. And it was so unreliable as an anti-air, even though it's like an anti-air. You would have to use the EX version every time to like land this consistently, which would, take a lot of meter. So I don't know like how it's gonna work in Street Fighter 6. I doubt you're gonna be able to you're not gonna give a grappler just a dragon punch. Like that's gonna be ridiculous. So
It's probably upper body invincible, but not air invincible.
yeah,
So
we'll
you
have to
do
see.
a little bit of like preemptively, I guess.
It might be
right?
the same thing where like the OD version is the go-to anti-air and you're just spending just lots of dried meter to anti-air.
Well,
They say specifically that the light and medium version do not hit grounded opponents.
Okay.
And they're meant to hit targets in the air.
Got it.
And then the heavy version is slow, but it hits targets on the ground and is a bad anti-air. So like that one's just for combos.
Okay.
And then the OD both fast and damaging. So I think you're onto something in the sense that they probably do want you to use the OD version for best returns.
Mhm.
But maybe the light version, being probably the quickest, could work as a serviceable anti-air. Just not something that's invulnerable immediately. You know, like how Rashid's mixer is.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, where you have to do it with a little bit of a time before, because it's not immediately invulnerable.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Or lariat, for what's worth. I mean, spinning lariat is also not fully air invulnerable.
But either way, if you hit someone air to air, you put them in a juggle state. This is like a good way to finish your combo, because it's like you're basically just lining an air command grab to set them up. So I'm sure the Oki on it is really good. It is a weird move in general. It's just a strange move Alex has. We'll have to see how good it is.
Pretty cool though.
Yeah, like I said, I don't see this thing like beating Cammy's dive kick, like OD dive kick or anything like that. So we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe it could.
I'm telling you, man, it's probably just the OD version or bust. I'm guessing. Okay.
And you were mentioning it has good Oki in previous in Street
It was his
5,
best.
so
like it was his best. You got like a free
I
dash.
figured it'd be good in this one too.
Yeah, I would imagine it's good in this too. Yeah. Okay, so back to heavy punch again.
Oh.
But he's clearly charging, is he not?
Yeah,
he's charging. Okay, so
and then he palm smashes.
All right, so he's going into the heavy flash chop. Like the heavy flash chop looks so slow. Like so.
I mean, it is only the heavy version.
So first off, is it only cancelable when it's fully charged? Does heavy flash chop combo from just a normal heavy punch? Like a lot of questions here. But either way, I would imagine this is going to take it off like at least a quarter of Luke's health from this combo.
I think the fact that you can even cancel the charge version is really cool, because Eve cannot.
Right.
I think that's just really strong. You can also do what Ed does and set up space traps just by charging it.
Right.
Throws up your opponent's timing.
But it also means that you can't DI this for free either.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
But no, I was gonna say in Street Fighter 3, let me rephrase it this way. They brought back a unique mechanic that Alex had in Street Fighter 3, and he sort of had in Street Fighter 5, where the heavy flash chop turns the opponent backwards, and Alex has unique follow-ups when the opponent is back turned.
Right.
And this is true in this game, and it was true in Street Fighter 3. So, interestingly, in Street Fighter 3, he couldn't combo into his heavy flash chop, which was the only one that, like, back turned.
Yeah.
Okay, because, like, that game's balance is all over the place. But
you have to land stun gun, man. You gotta land stun gun.
But now we see it here. So like his flash chop, which there's only one version of now, is the heavy one, does cause the opponent to turn around.
Yeah.
And and he has unique follow-ups.
Right. Like in Street Fighter 5, you had the V skill, hard hit, heavy punch could go into the heavy flash chop. But I would imagine now, because of the drive system, where you're just so mad plus, there's going to be a lot of ways that Alex can now combo into the heavy flash chop.
Yeah, drive rush, charge heavy punch, something.
But just remember, like, the flash chop is only the heavy version, even though I'm saying heavy flash chop. Now it's just flash chop. They mentioned the block too, didn't they, Mir, that this is plus on block?
Yes.
So you can fish this thing, man.
Haps was mentioning earlier, and I think it's like a good point. So you could be doing this in your light block strings, and you do light, heavy flash chop if they're sleeping at the wheel. And then if they start contesting, then that's when the light flash axe starts getting useful, because you're gonna get
massive reward, like massive reward, man. So yeah, this causes the opponent to spin around, back turn, and then Alex gets a specific command grab for grabbing when he does power bomb, assuming when their back is turned.
Yeah. If you do the input, for power bomb when they're back turned, you get power drop.
Damn. Bam.
Which is a side switch.
Bam. And another thing too, like, if someone whiffs a DP and you get like a fat combo, like you block a Ken OD DP, you get a full charge heavy punch, it's gonna be massive damage, Kind of like they're really amping up these big, like for example, like Sagat charging his uppercut, like this is gonna be so much damage in a game like this. Plus they're losing so much bar because of the punish counter in the first place. And then big cash out combo. This is where you get into like that Zangief damage with Alex. So it's really cool to figure out ways to set this up and figure out how to land the flash chop. It's cool.
I'm gonna say no Oki on this one.
Yeah,
you
can probably do a flash shop after a DI, and it'll give you some nice damage here.
Oh, like raw into DI? Yeah, after the
Yeah,
think-
like you DI them and then just do the flash shop and get the nice command grab afterwards.
I think
Mhm.
what was I gonna say? That oh man, now I forgot what I was gonna say. But in Street Fighter 5, he got actually really good Oki for the back throw. Or sorry, the power bomb. Back turn power bomb. In Street Fighter 5 near the end, yeah. Oh, another weird thing in Street Fighter 5 is that it has like a weird property where he can cancel the recovery frames of the flash shot into the power drop so that it works, like the combo works when their back is turned.
Oh,
But if you time it perfectly, even when they block the flash shot, Alex will go into his command grab and it'll be a frame trap. It was really cool.
yeah. I always felt like that wasn't intended, but they brought it back at some point because like they patched it out and then they brought it back.
Yeah, they
So
probably
it was
couldn't make up their
real
minds. I highly doubt there's gonna be something like that in Street Fighter 6, especially since he's
No,
plus
yeah,
anyways.
I would
but-
hope not. I didn't think it was right.
But yeah, that kind of reminded me of that. I was like thinking about that. I forgot about that he had that. Okay. Massive damage. I can't wait to see how much that does. I'm going to assume it's like a third of your health. Okay.
My goodness.
Now we start getting into the back throws.
Yeah, so back
This is back throw 1.
wonk. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Very
Pretty close here. Okay, am I
I like how
imagining
it
things
looks
or
like
is
wrestling.
he charging this heavy kick?
He's definitely
Oh.
charging that.
He's
heavy
charging
kick.
it, right?
Hold on,
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this the?
Uh-oh. You're checking his notes?
I didn't. Yeah, I'm checking my notes.
Bro, he's charging this.
I didn't write it down here, but we see it later. It happens anyway. So like, sure.
This
It is
looks
definitely
plus
chargeable.
unblocked.
Okay, this is where it gets weird. He's going into Prowler Stance from a heavy kick. This is like crazy to me, okay?
Yeah.
So, and plus, dude, like, if you look at the impact, the screen is like
Yeah,
shaking. Like, he's plus here, isn't he?
recoiling for a while.
Yeah, he definitely looks.
Bro, he's
plus.
plus here. This,
I think you take the mix here is what's happening because he can do jabs, right? Like we've established
yeah,
that
dude,
already.
he's plus. Okay, here's another thing too. So now, your theory might be correct where he can cancel Prowler Stance from charge heavy punch or charge heavy kick, but it has to be charged. Because there's no way they're gonna make his heavy kick cancelable on hidden block. There's no way.
I don't remember.
There's no way.
I think it is shown another time, but it's also the charged version. I want to say so.
Yeah, dude, this like both his heavies charging. This has got to be a property. Anyways, this is crazy. Like if you start playing defensively against Alex and he opens you up, this is like really not. You know what's kind of reminds me of like 2x KO when you're charging your heavy and you get the free dash in.
Oh,
This is
for
what
sure.
that is, man. Okay. Now we saw a target
Sweet
combo before.
combination.
Mirror, we saw a target combo before. He goes crouching light kick sweep. Now I'm seeing Prowler Stance crouching medium kick sweep. What's going on here?
So this is one of the follow-ups to the Prowler Stance. It is mentioned being called as, let's see if I have it on my notes here.
Target
I
combo?
didn't bring it down, but it's a sweep combination. I think it was called. I'm gonna
Okay.
check again. And this is one of the sweep combination.
Sweep combination.
So this is, I guess, another target combo.
Like I don't know, man.
Well, it catches
I'm
the
going
walk
to
back.
guess you did this with crouching medium kick or something like that.
Bro, there's no way this is
while
hit
you or
confirmable.
crouching heavy kick.
There's no way this is hit
And,
confirmable. Okay, I refuse to believe.
Well, no. It's not a. Well, I said it's a target combo, but actually, now that I think about it, it's probably a singular input because this has a special property if it hits punish counter.
Oh right, okay. So you think this is just like you medium kick from Prowler Stance or a crouching medium kick from Prowler Stance?
No, it's not medium kick because that's air stampede. But it's like probably crouching heavy kick or whatever, or
Okay.
maybe just heavy kick. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, and this is like the low, I guess, out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, he does it pretty fast. I mean, he does not in Prowler Stance for a very long time.
Yeah, he's got a low. Hopefully, he doesn't have an overhead, right?
Well,
Okay.
This
What
is
does he do
Kimberly
after?
all over again.
Dude, this is crazy. Look how fast that is. Dude, look how fast the DDT is. Dude, he's galloping, man. Look at his hands. Bro, look at his hands, dude.
So this is quite interesting. So the sweep goes into the stance again, as we see.
God.
And then he does one of his 2 throws out of this. Well, I say there's 2 throws at least out of this Prowler Stance. And this one is called Dangerous Armbar. However, if you catch it, Luke is parrying for a couple frames. So this is a...
Oh, you're right. He is. He is.
He gets the spiral DDT as an extra follow-up.
Hold on. You're saying this is the punish counter version?
Yes.
Because he's
parrying, so it must be. Yeah.
Okay, but you're saying this does something different if he didn't parry? Is that what you're saying?
Right. So, like, what the blog says is that if sweep combination, hyper takedown, which I don't think we see, and dangerous armbar, which I believe is this.
Okay.
They hit it as a punish counter. You get a special transition into flying suplex, Death Valley Bomb, and Spiral DDT. And this one is the Spiral DDT. So this means it must be the dangerous armbar.
I see.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Jeez.
It's cool.
Okay, so first off, DDT. You guys are like, guys, like, how do I deal with this move? Alex is literally jumping forward and grabbing me. So this was his V Trigger 2 in Street Fighter 5, and I'm going to assume to dodge this, you have to crouch. So
yes,
that's the mix. You have to crouch this, but hopefully he doesn't have an overhead to stop you from crouching. And if you
winky face,
winky face. So yeah, this is crazy, and just doing this in neutral is crazy too. Like you have to be very alert against Alex because they can just go for this.
Well, as I was saying, there's another throw that we don't see, hyper takedown. It's possible that could grab you crouching.
Yeah, it's kind of like Cammy's hooligan. That's a good comparison. But the speed he's doing this, it seems so fast. That this is like the furthest command grab in the game. This seems so far.
Luke is parrying for like 2 frames, so this is meaty, by the way.
Yeah, this is wild.
Let's remember that in one of the previous patches they increase your hurt box whenever you parry. So maybe at this distance he wouldn't actually reach if Luke didn't parry.
I don't know, man. It looks like he's gonna reach the character standing like outside the cage.
I feel like it should reach. And this is after a back roll too, by the way. I'd like to mention.
Like, because it feels to me like he's like closing his hands, like far from Luke, but because Luke parried, it's extending him towards Alex. See,
it could be very, very active though.
Blanca's is further, bro. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see this thing whipped. This looks really far.
Like, look. He closes his hands, and then it pulls Luke in because Luke's.
Now, I know what you mean, Haps, but like this again could be a fairly active throw. And you could travel forward a little bit more. And it could be movie magic. Who knows? I mean, we only have the trailer to go by basically, and the
Okay, so it just looks to me like the animation when somebody like grabs you as you're parrying, it like pulls you towards them.
Okay, so what is he just pressing throw from Prowler Stance then?
I don't know. We don't know. It could be a throw. It could be back and throw. It could be It could be down and
right. But what you do know is that this is specific to punish counter.
This is so
cool. If they hold parry.
Yeah. The spiral DDT is mentioned as a unique follow-up to the dangerous armbar when it hits as a punish counter. So.
Yeah, they definitely need something for Alex to, because parry is really strong, right? Like Alex will jump behind them, or you'll hit them low or overhead or whatever, right? So they need something to counter parry. So this would be like the thing if they're just gonna hold parry for the mix.
Yeah, and you're standing when you're parrying, so
or he can just do nothing, bro, and just throw you and power bomb you, which is gonna happen. Crazy, cool. Is this gonna like jump over fireballs? I really hope.
No, but he's gonna jump over Lowe's.
He's gonna jump over Jerry's firewall, that's for sure.
Oh man.
He's gonna jump over Jerry's firewall, man. And Terry. Poor Terry.
Poor Terry. Okay.
Alright, okay. Oh no, here it is. So
there it is. This is good old, well, I say good old Air Stampede. They changed the animation.
Okay, hold on. We need to address the elephant in the room now. Okay.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
Uh-oh.
Alex's signature stomp, man, one of the most unga bunga moves in Street Fighter. So they confirmed in the blog that Alex is no longer a charge character, and he used to be a hybrid charge grappler. That was one of the unique things about him. So now we see this.
Me greatly, I'll say.
You're pleased?
No, it miffs me.
Oh, okay.
Me upset.
So yeah, I've seen some people upset about this, but it's like, it's a whole other topic. But we should mention it now. So the stomp now, there's no more of this like Alex crouching. Am I gonna do the headbutt? Am I gonna do the stomp? That's gone now. Now stomp is tied to Prowler stance. You gotta go into Prowler first before you can stomp. So now it's even more committal. So the upside is that the opponent's not really gonna know when you're gonna stomp now, because you could do it while walking around. Go Prowler stomp, right? You're not just crouched there. But so we'll have to see. You think this is still going to hit on both sides? Because the way his one leg...
Oh, like as a cross-up?
Yeah.
I don't know. It does have good arc. Like, it does go pretty far. So, it is possible. This is a trademark thing of the Air Stampede, the fact that it can hit both sides.
It's going full screen, man. This is going full screen.
I was going to comment on the fact that it doesn't have the old animation, which actually makes me really sad. I thought the old animation looked sick.
Yeah, where he has his arms like stretched upwards.
His arms over the head, and he's like stomping with both feet.
Yeah, it's like me getting out of bed. It's just like full on stretch.
And you get to see his pecs.
It's really good when you KO someone with the stomp, because they're so tilted, so salty, so unga, and it's just such a great like freeze frame. It's just, man. Remember Alex had the PJs costume with the little the little chickadee bird on it.
They reference the original animation elsewhere in this move list.
Oh, yeah?
But it's not on this move.
Okay.
The other thing that's interesting is that this is a punish counter, because Luke dared to throw a fireball.
How dare he throws a fireball full screen, man. You will pay dearly for that, Luke.
And then on punish counter, it makes them ground bounds, and he gets a drive rush combo.
Yes.
So fast.
Bro, okay.
Unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
Famously, 1 second before we go to famously, this move was unsafe. But it was kind of hard to punish because, like, you could space it to be safe-ish. And not every character had long-range normals to punish this. I'm going to hope, and I was going to say guess, but I'm going to hope that this is more punishable this time around, because it's not even a charge move anymore.
Okay, is this an overhead?
Yeah, I think
so. Good question. I didn't even think about it.
I say yes.
For context, it used to be.
I say yes because it makes the rest of his Prowler stance follow-ups make sense. I think this is an over.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, that's true.
Another thing, too, is that in Street Fighter 3, I believe it could cross up, but in Street Fighter 5, it could not cross up. So in Street Fighter 6, it might cross up because now we got parry.
Wait, I thought it could in Street Fighter 5. Was it just OD EX that could?
I don't know. Could someone correct me? I don't know. I played a lot of Alex in Street Fighter 5. I don't remember.
I actually do not remember. I thought you could for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone correct me. Man, it's been so long.
In Street Fighter 3, there's a famous situation where you do looping stomps on someone's wake up, which is like the noob trap, because it's really easy to defeat. You just tap a direction, and you either block or parry, right? But like so many people online on Fightcade get looped.
Bro, he has the head. Okay, so in Street Fighter 5, he has the headbutt where he flips and then grabs you, and it's so fast. It goes full screen, and it's throw invincible on startup, so you could do as a wake up option, and it did massive stun to you. It was like such a good closer. So many Alex clips, but I don't think he has that anymore. So I didn't see anything. I guess we do know that Alex does have an empty jump with the light kick, so I guess like that might stop people from parrying if they think you're jumping to do a stomp. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the trajectory of the stomp is also different.
You don't think it hits across the Street Fighter? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it didn't. So it's been a while, though.
Okay, maybe
Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, we can always check later. Anyways, yeah. Alex is scary full screen. Okay. Stomp.
And up close.
Punish counter. Drive rush. Bam. Okay.
Round
this is where it gets really confusing here.
Yeah, so this is a new move. I think this is crouching heavy punch.
I think this is also crouching heavy punch. This is
what do you
weird.
think, Haps?
What do you think this is?
I also think this is crouching heavy punch.
Wow, then it must be crouching.
Okay, so does that mean the shoulder move is a move tied to Prowler stance then? Or is it just a command normal?
that's the part that really is confusing because of how Prowler Stance is built. So, like I mentioned before, if the the shoulder bash thing anti-air is a command normal, then it's probably down forward heavy punch or down back heavy punch, and this is like just crouch heavy punch, or it's just in Prowler
I
Stance.
just think the fact that the trailer
or both.
shows Alex going to Prowler Stance tells me it's tied to the Prowler Stance. I'm just gonna go with what the trailer is showing.
There's something later that will make you.
Okay, well, we'll go back to it then. But
yeah.
There'll also be like this could be a command roll. If it is, then I'm gonna be so confused. But I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it's a crouching looking heavy.
Yeah.
Whatever this could be, it's what he's doing.
And it's really hard to see, man, what it looks like. But it looks stubby. Like, look at this guy. What is he doing here? Like he's kind of going into this like
like I was standing heavy punch.
Egyptian
He's doing
stance
like a
here.
palm smash, but standing.
Yeah.
But his crouching heavy punch is the same thing, but he's doing it at an angle, basically, upwards. So it's gonna have less range. Yeah.
Right. So this looks like this move is straight up for combo filler. Like it's just for his driver.
Could be an anti-air. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, it could be. Like I am still kind of conflicted on how good his anti-airs are gonna be. Anyways, okay. So what does he do? He goes stomp. He goes raw drive rush into mystery crouching heavy punch. Cancelable. This move is cancelable. And then he goes into the medium flash axe.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel
automatically transitions to the Prowler Stance.
This is crazy. This whole combo is actually really sick.
Yeah, and then he does another classic move. Oh my god,
yeah,
this last elbow. So this is the other part that is messed up. So as we mentioned before, the air stampede used to be a charge move and now
flash
it's a
kick.
follow-up.
Flash kick.
And the flash elbow used to be a charge move and now it's a follow-up.
Sonic boom motion. So now both his charge moves are now tied to that Prowler Stance, man. That is crazy. So this used to be a back charge move, and the stomp was a down charge move. So this is wild.
So I'm guessing this is like some punch, maybe heavy punch or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the elbows from the stance
no,
too,
Chad. No, sorry, it can't be heavy punch because that's heavy lariat. A medium punch probably.
Yeah, as far as we know, Chad, the stomp and the elbow are tied to the Prowler Stance. A lot of stuff is tied to the Prowler Stance, man. It gets even crazier. So yeah, this is the meat and potatoes of Alex. Like you're gonna have to constantly go into this Prowler Stance. So hopefully it's a easy input for everyone to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alex will be playing really different now. Usually the elbow is kind of like a poke. It had armor, one hit of armor in Street Fighter V, the OD version, so you just kind of threw it out.
Yeah, and it was unsafe. Then the heavy version was low, but it launched for a follow-up.
Alex had a really nasty corner combo that juggled into elbow. It did massive damage. That was like the most time you're gonna see it, but I don't know in Street Fighter 6 we'll see.
I mean, it makes sense for it to be a follow-up in the context of how they sort of reworked the character. It seems like it's for, like combo opportunities here.
Sounds like Prowler Stance is just an excuse to get rid of charge moves. Yeah, like we might have to do a discussion on that. There's a lot. It does seem like a more intuitive way than what they did with Bison, I feel. But it does definitely look like they're trying to find solutions to... because like I said, I think everyone realizes at this point that it definitely has something to do with modern controls, for sure. Because of the way they designed Bison, and it kind of caused some problems. So I think they're just trying to figure out solutions. I think that's definitely...
Well, it's pretty interesting in the context of how do we solve Alex's main issue, which is, as a grappler, how to get in. And in the past, it was, I do Unga Bunga full screen by sitting down back, right?
Right.
And obviously, I can see why they could look at that gameplay and be like, yeah, this is not something that we want to bring back.
Right. Right.
So making it part of a stance makes it more intuitive for the person on defense to know that like something's about to happen.
Right.
It's like this is the moment where I need to start worrying. And you have a limited amount of options, even though they're quite a lot, it's still limited, that Alex can do out of the stance, and you kind of, can formulate a game plan based on what he can do. So maybe that's why they're going for it. Or maybe it's just, like a way that they thought that the character would be interesting and fun to play. Like at the end of the day, they're trying to make enjoyable characters so that people buy DLC, right? And play them. So...
Bro, this is a long juggle combo, bro. Like, he's juggling like crazy here. Like, right here, he's going to the elbow, and then now we see his level 1. And, like, Luke is just going higher and higher. This is crazy.
This is a cool level 1, by the way.
This is a cool level 1. The spear.
Spears are cool, yeah.
Yeah, so
looks like Honda.
yeah, the chat mentioned like this reminds me of like Honda's level 1, and they confirmed in the blog that it's strike and throw invincible, right?
Yeah, so like normal level ones.
So more level 1
projectile
ones.
invincibility was taken away. Yeah.
Yeah, so this will definitely be Alex's main reversal because I highly doubt he has an OD reversal.
It has not been mentioned elsewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the main way he'll have to deal with drive impact when he's in burnout. Bam.
That's pretty far.
That's cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it does look like pretty far.
Yeah, this will be like Alex has some juggle combos, so this is most of the time. This is how you'll see him comboing into it. Pretty cool that he has this now for a level 1. I was thinking about all his different supers in Street Fighter 3. The 360 grab, the stun gun headbutt, and the flash drop super?
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
He hits you a bunch of times and then he backdrops you.
Mm-hmm. Damn, classic Alex. Bro, there is so much blur on the screen when he crushes this. DLSS 4.5 confirmed. Okay. The knees.
He looks cool, like in the classic.
Yeah, he looks scary. He looks super scary, and his hair. His hair is flowing in the RE engine, just flowing.
Slow drive.
This is the part. Yeah, this is the part where we see the green. But this is the part where you can totally see the heavy kick being charged.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Okay. Yeah. He's stopping on a dime. Right. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely charging it, just like the heavy punch.
I count the frames.
This is gonna be so hard to deal with because it just stops his momentum.
Just looking at this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Dude, it's
the
pretty
normal
brutal.
heavy kick. It's about 16-ish frames. So Guile speed, like Guile standing heavy kick, I think is the more or less that,
Look, man,
that amount of frames.
The normal charge heavy kick looked plus on block. What is drive rush charge heavy kick gonna be?
Oh, well, yeah. But I was gonna say, so like the uncharged version is 16-ish, whatever. This one was like 26-ish. So it's pretty slow. Like I think they want you to react to this.
Ryu is like, reacting to this, and he's paying the iron price, Mir.
No,
he reacted wrong.
He's reacting all right.
No, he's reacting to the drive rush like a poor fool. Like
what?
Oh man,
no, like, that's the mind game. So like the idea is that if you're just sitting there and waiting for the standing heavy kick, then you should be able to react to it because it is so slow. However, I'm going to guess that they want you to parry it, which is not so obvious and not so easy to do.
You're gonna DI this, and then Alex is gonna cancel into Prowler DDT, and then you're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was saying they want you to parry. Maybe neutral jump it too. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, he can just man. That's so ridiculous.
Bro,
no. I already see it now. Dry rush into charge heavy kick. Another charge heavy kick. Your drive bar is in shambles. This is gonna be great.
We're reaching the end of season 3 here. Dry rush is here to stay, guys. Like they're bro. Like look at this. They're designing the characters around this, man.
Good
anyway, this hits as a punish counter.
Okay,
Ryu just sent flying like wee.
He's flying so hard that Alex has time to side switch with Prowler Stance.
Yeah.
Once again, we see this crushing heavy punch from Prowler Stance.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And then there's the OD knee smash, which has a new animation now. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool.
Okay, so like the OD knee smash side switches.
Okay.
That version that we've seen.
Okay. Is it in your notes?
The version comes out fast and will result in a hard knockdown. Okay, no, it doesn't say.
Oh, it doesn't say. Okay.
Wait, is he doing the what we thought was the old crouching heavy punch out of the stance here to launch him before he does the anti-air? Yeah, it looks like it's coming out of the stands and it's just side switching him. So that's the point I want to bring out. That's super cool that it just autocorrects if the opponent switches sides.
Yeah.
Because it makes his anti-air all that stronger.
Yeah, because it, like let's say Haps that someone neutral jumps, right? And you have to do Prowler Stance and you're right underneath him. The game is gonna autocorrect the correct side, you know what I'm saying?
That's so good.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think this is stance only, and it makes sense why you get a juggle afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
as a reward because you're more limited to this anti-air.
Right. Okay. Here is another. This is actually a really good example of how you would use this raw and still land that punish counter. So he's just going straight into, once again, this is only the heavy version, Flash Chop. And it shows it still neutralizes fireballs. But since you don't have the light and medium versions anymore, I don't know if the Flash Axe is going to do that. But assuming it doesn't, this would be really tough to do in neutral. Because like you would have to already be starting this thing up, before he even throws his fireball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So does this, is it anti-fireball or does it have armor on it?
I think
it's anti-fireball.
I think it's neutralizing the fireball.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
It did in Street Fighter 5, so
armor. If it had armor, you would see a red spark, which is not what happens here. Like we are seeing the projectile being deleted instead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this part is crazy, man. So we can see it clearly does the back turn state. From this point, this is where we get this cool flash effect. So we hear the bashing sound. So do you think he's actually pressing something here, or is this all automatic?
No, it's a special move. So it's mentioned in the blog at some point, and it is called, when this bodacious move hits on the ground, the opponent will get all turned around and be open to a follow-up grab like Power Bomb or Oblique Stomp for some wicked damage. So Oblique Stomp is another special move that he has, unless it's a command normal, I don't know. And if this hits in this state, it gets a special follow-up, which is this. So this is why I was mentioning before that medium punch, heavy punch target combo being an overhead makes a lot of sense. Because if you can cancel a standing medium punch, you could do standing medium punch into Oblique Stomp, and that looks like it would be a low, wouldn't it?
I'm kind of confused. So what?
So this move that he's doing, right? Like this stomp thing that he's doing,
yeah,
it's a move that you have to input. Because like nothing happens if you do a Flash Chop.
Can he only do this move from Flash Chop? Or can he actually do this move raw?
Well, it says specifically that if you do a power bomb, which the power bomb is a move that you can do when the opponent is forward facing, or Oblique Stomp, which I would assume is the same thing. Otherwise, why mention it?
Yeah, maybe.
Then it has a special effect when they're turned backwards.
Right. So this is a move that we haven't seen for the rest of the trailer. He's only using it here basically when the back is turned.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, man, is this a canned follow up? Just because it was a punish counter state or what? So this is really interesting too. Because we're gonna see this a couple of times in a row in this trailer. The whole bzz thing, like this is unique to Alex and only Alex does this. But I wonder if like this is gonna be like a hint on not a new mechanic or something that they're working on for maybe like in the future, like Street Fighter 7 or something. Because
no, I think it's specifically for Street Fighter 7. Okay. So
yeah, I'm just saying like they're really
situation.
Trying to like make it clear when you're landing like these punish counter moves or landing like something special, like a specific state. And like they added the screen shake. They're adding it to more and more moves, so visually what's going on. Hey, this move is plus like Terry's burn knuckle and Luke's shoulder, for example, shaking, letting you know it's plus frames. And now they have this, and there's some things in this game that like you do get extra properties on punish counter that's like a special. So like for example, Ryu's heavy donkey kick causes that tumble state where you can come into like a level 1 or drive rush in the corner. Or what's another good example of a special move that has extra states? Ed's flicker causes a crumple.
Oh, I know what it is. Chun-Li's OD legs.
Chun-Li's OD legs cause a crumple too.
Don't they crumple, right?
Yeah, Give's super drop kick. There was one there's one example I had off the top of my head that was like a really good example. I just cannot think of what it is, but I don't know. It's just a theory of mine. It's nothing special. I'm just saying this is like a really unique like effect for Alex, and I just see them using it more in the future for more characters, like going forward. It's really cool too. This effect as well. See Viper's focus attack on punish counter crumples longer. Yeah, there's like crumple effects, tumble effects. There is one character that actually gets like a new move or property that's similar to this. I just can't think off the top of my head who it was.
I was gonna say
I wrote it down.
Flicker knocks you down, no?
Yeah. I mentioned Flicker. Flicker. There's also Manon's heavy punch target combo knocks you up in the air.
It also could have a special effect where it affects your meter or resources in some way.
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
why
you know,
it
actually,
has
that's a good
extra
example
visual.
too, Ryu. Like Marisa's or charge heavy punch too, kind of goes into a can follow up a little bit. Yeah, there's some special moves that have like extra properties. It's just like I said, it's really unique. Like with I think with Alex, like I think from a spectator point of view, I think this is a really cool idea. Like this effect is like really exciting, you know, and you're gonna get a huge dopamine rush for like lining this in a match as well. And from a spectator point of view, it's gonna be really hype. Like seeing an Alex player land something like this in the match, it's gonna do big damage. It might drain their drive meter as well. Like I think this is great. Where like, you know, if let's say that you didn't see this effect, right, and he's just doing this move, like you wouldn't know as a spectator, you know what I'm saying, that something really exciting is happening that he's doing that doesn't happen too often. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just cool. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I'm just like looking at the subtle changes they've been doing to Street Fighter 6 and visually adding. And ever since like the Drive Impact, they're really trying to add these cool effects without like slowing down the match too much, right? Like you see a lot of camera movement during Alex's throws and just visually how to make the impacts look really cool, and the animation work is just like really amazing. So I really like hearing the sound effects too. The sound design is great.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Bzz.
Yeah. Anyways, back to this whole thing again. Heavy flash chop. Risky to do in neutral, but huge payoff if you can land it. Massive damage.
And it's plus and block.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's a hit grab. Like if Ryu did like a DI, you'd probably get mauled for doing it. Is he side switching here? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it keeps the same side. The power drop changes
Mhm.
the side.
Wow, this looks really scary.
I mean, that's pretty important because he didn't have the option to really keep the same side before because the power drop used to work. So now you do.
All right, what do we got here? I see Ryu whiffing his medium punch for a second, by the way. My medium punch is better.
Yeah, my medium punch. 3 feet.
Okay, so he does the target combo again. Okay, what is going on here?
So the target combo slams down, and we see that he goes into Prowler Stance. Which is it seems to be just something that you can do out of this. So I don't know how you do it. I don't know if it's a cancel. I don't know if you hold forward.
Maybe Prowler Stance can be canceled out of any button except for sweep. Maybe it's one of those kind of things.
That is something that I had considered, kind of like Chun-Li's Serenity stream.
Yeah.
And that's why standing heavy kick goes into it, because it's like something that lets you do that. Or this is a special, you know, like follow up to this target combo specifically.
Okay. Yeah. Either or. Yeah, because we see him cancel out of it only on his charge heavy punch and charge heavy kick, but not the normal heavy kick or heavy punch. So yeah, maybe it's just they're just showing you like all the things you can cancel out of Prowler Stance. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like that. Anyways, this target combo is already crazy because it knocks down. But the fact that you can...
And we assume that's an overhead.
Yeah, we assume. Either way, like, you know, this target combo, the fact that it knocks down and you can already get guaranteed Oki off it is like phenomenal, man. It's really good. Really good whiff punish buttons.
It's possible that the standing medium punch just is not very rewarding without it, though. Like, I was theorizing that maybe you can do standing medium punch into oblique stomp as a mix-up here, right? Because I was saying that's an overhead, and then the other one would be a low. Kind of like how Bison has the overhead and low mix-up for his standing medium punch as well.
Street Fighter,
but it could be that the standing medium punch is not otherwise cancelable. You know, like it just goes into
like in 5, his medium punch is cancelable, but maybe in Street Fighter 6 it's not, and he has gone to target combo. I don't know.
It goes really far, so
yeah. This is a nice target combo. Okay, what does he do for the mix here? So once again,
right? So
he's going crouching light punch again.
Yeah, he does crouching light punch here, but this is the part where I was really confused about the nature of the shoulder anti-air.
Okay.
Like if you would play it out.
Crouch.
So it does crouching light punch.
But he goes into it.
Right. And I was like, does that mean it's a command normal?
Is he going into Prowler here, but it's really fast?
No, that's the part that is, I'm sure of, is not canceling it. Like the whole animation on crouching light punch plays out here.
Yeah.
So there's
weird.
2 things here that could happen. One is down forward heavy punch is a command normal, and you can just do it. I said down forward heavy punch because that's what I'm assuming it is. But, you know, like that attack there. Or you are somehow able to stay in Prowler Stance after doing one jab. And that's specifically this situation, because we see it later again. Something that makes me think that.
Oh, this is confusing. Yeah.
I like that idea.
It doesn't cancel into the Prowler Stance, so like it just does it somehow.
Yeah, jab might not cancel the stance. I think you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
This is so confusing. Yeah, this is a big mystery. If anyone has any ideas, though, like, leave a comment on what you think is going on here. I think the simplest answer is he just simply has a down forward heavy punch.
Yeah, that would be the simplest answer, which is what I would figure. But later on, we see a move that is specifically mentioned to be a follow-up from the stance, done in very much the same fashion.
Okay.
Okay, it's not quite the same, but we're gonna get to that later, and we can discuss it.
Right. Now,
what is this effect here? What is happening?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I just want to mention that assuming this is a command normal, whether it's crouch and heavy punch or down forward crouch and heavy punch or down back, like he could change in Street Fighter 5. When he did the Prowler Stance underneath Ryu, when he was side switch, when you saw it autocorrect there, that's really interesting. I don't know if that means if he manually did down forward and autocorrected himself, but I don't know, man. But yeah, you're mentioning the effect.
Yeah, why is he getting this effect here?
Okay, so
the big spark.
Yeah, so before a lot of people thought that this was only from the back turn he gets this effect, but it's not. It's once again, this is why I keep thinking it's some kind of new mechanic thing that they're working on.
It's a special punish counter effect.
Yeah, it's a special punish counter effect. Like think like it has something like this in Tekken as well. Like when you land counter hits on certain things. And I think this is really cool, by the way, because like I really do feel like Capcom is moving in this direction where they really want to give more visual flair to these moments, and like they're doing it with the punish counter system, with drive impact, with the screen shaking on block, and now I think they're gonna start introducing this to other. Like I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if Ryu's heavy donkey kick does this effect, like in the future, or like I said, there's something for Street Fighter 7. I know this is like I'm getting way off topic, but I'm just like, it's not just the back turn he's doing this. This is they can simply just have this as a punish counter, but he's going into canned follow-ups from it. It's really cool. Like for example, Marisa, like you charge that heavy punch thing, it doesn't do that effect. Even though she has a canned follow-up.
There's something that I want to add here, right?
Yeah.
Like the blog post specifically mentions that the sweep combination, the dangerous armbar, and whatever that other thing was. 1 second. Armbar. The hyper takedown have a transition when they hit on punish counter, right? Flying suplex, Death Valley bomb, and spiral DDT. Now, hyper takedown is listed as a throw. So I don't know if we ever see this in the trailer, unless this move, this crouching heavy punch move, this like shoulder thing, is the hyper takedown. But then it wouldn't be a throw, right? It would be a hit.
Yeah.
So I'm really confused as to what this is. It seems specifically if the second hit of this attack hits a counter hit or punish counter, it gives you this follow-up.
But how are you going to land that as an anti-air? You can't, right? Like,
no, like that's where I was getting at. This is interesting because in Street Fighter 6, every anti-air that hits an opponent that is doing an attack in the air, even if it's hitting during their recovery, will give you a counter hit.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like for DIs and for punishes, like supers and reversals and all that.
No, like even anti-airs though. Like assuming this works on counter hit, right? Because someone was mentioning how when you break armor, you get a counter hit, not a punish counter.
Right. That's true.
So if this works for counter hits, then this could be like intended for anti-airs. Like if you get a counter hit anti-air, you just get
this is really cool, man. This is like really cool. And the fact that he's going into a grab is sick too. So yeah, so you think this is all canned? Like once he does this crouch and heavy punch, it's just canned.
So like the oblique stomp before,
the
bzzz effect is there to show you that something different than normal is happening. Like a special condition has been met that changes the animation.
Right.
And this is the same here, right? Like normally the animation doesn't play out, but when you hit it in this special condition, so I guess it must be counter hit on both hits or something like that, or counter hit only on the second hit, blah, 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 then you get the special follow-up. And the oblique stomp is the same thing. Like the oblique stomp hits someone back turn, bzz, now it's doing the follow up.
So, but
and we see it later.
Do you
with
think
the
this
sweep
effect
combination as
will
well.
happen, Mir, if the flash chop wasn't a punish counter? Like, what if the flash chop just hit raw?
Yeah,
Would
yeah,
this
it would.
would this still happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like I think it's not a property of the flash chop; it's a property of the oblique stomp, and the oblique stomp hitting back turned generates this animation, and that's why you get the bzz.
So why would
is
you
the
want to do
same
this
thing.
instead of power bomb though? Because doesn't the power
Because
bomb?
it doesn't switch sides.
Oh, okay.
Power drop switches sides.
Power drop.
Man.
Right.
It just seems like this does so much damage just visually.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like misleading. Like, why would one grab
1800
choice?
damage pop.
Yeah, why would one grab choice not be as visually appealing?
Very, very
But I
cool.
do think you're onto something. And so this is really interesting. If people, let's say, empty jump on Alex, he gets a juggle off this stance anti-air. But if they jump in with a button, he gets this
They
huge
die.
follow-up.
Yeah.
So it seems like Capcom really wants you to recognize they're in the air, go into the stands, and anti-air this way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reward.
Yeah, it really depends on the speed and hitbox. Like I said, this thing was pretty clunky in Street Fighter V. So we'll see how good. At least like it's really rewarding.
I'm going to guess that it's one of those situations where it's like drive rush, right? Like sometimes in Street Fighter 6 you do things like, I don't know, fireball drive rush, as we do, and then you notice that an opponent is jumping at the same time as you are drive rushing, and that lets you do an anti-air with a drive rush, right? And it could be the very same thing with Alex, is that, oh, I'm gonna do Prowler Stance, oh, they just happen to jump at the same time, that's when I can get to do my cool anti-air, you know, as opposed to you reacting with the Prowler Stance itself, because I feel like that would be a little slow.
Yeah, like we knew like Alex was gonna get some kind of new like property, because like I said, he was unique with the stun and the back turn. But
the back turn was definitely the more unique out of the two things, and I'm glad that they did bring it back. I think it's
so we see a third example here. So once again,
yeah, exactly.
It's not just from Ryu getting back turned. He's doing another move on punish counter.
So this is the sweep combination. You see how this is only the first hit? Normally you would do another hit that knocks down, and then it goes into the Prowler Stance again. Remember the sweep combination?
That's right. Yeah,
and
I do
this
remember.
Is like, because it hits punish counter, then it goes and it has a special follow-up. And it had the name, which I already forgot.
Can you imagine if Kimberly
flying
had this?
Suplex. Yeah, flying suplex. Whee!
Bam! That is so sick.
I have a question.
Yeah.
We're seeing that these lightning effects come whenever you hit a counter hit or punish counter out of the Prowler Stance. But I guess whenever he did the back turn by doing the chop, he doesn't go into the Prowler Stance to activate this effect again. So I guess both the back turn or getting a counter hit or punish counter with the Prowler Stance gets it done. Is that what we're saying?
No, okay. So the way how can I put this? These effects, the bzz effect, only appears when a move that normally has, like a certain animation, hits in with a special condition that changes the animation. So in the case of oblique stomp, that has a different animation if it hits in the front and the back. If it hits in the back, then it goes bzz, and it gives you the special animation. In the case of the sweep combination here, if it hits punish counter, this is explained in the blog that it's only on punish counter. If it hits punish counter, then it goes bzz, and it gives you the different animation, because otherwise it would complete the sweep, right? And in the case of the anti-air shoulder thing, whatever that condition is, I guess it's hitting both hits counter hit, or like the second hit counter hit, then it goes bzz, and it goes into the special animation too. So basically it's a way of telling you, oh, this move met the special condition, whatever it is for that specific move, and now transitions to a different animation, basically.
But it's very specific moves.
Yeah, it's very specific moves.
Very specific moves, not everything. It's like certain things have this effect. So it's really interesting. And once again, like for the millionth time, I think they'll add this effect to other characters in the future. But I really like this, man. I don't know if it's that bzz thing, but I'm telling you, man, it's that dopamine you get from this. Like, it's going to be real hype, man. It's going to be really hype.
Some mechanics are unique to some characters to this day. So, like, for example, Aki has like the poison pop thing, which I guess you could
Yeah, that makes a sound effect too. Yeah. I think this is
Retribution from Street Fighter 5, right? Like, but they stayed with those characters.
Yeah.
So it's possible that this might just be an Alex thing, and maybe, like you said, they will rework it into the next game.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of fighting games, like modern fighting games, are really trying to like add like a lot of visual effects and characters flying across the stage and all that, you know. And like this is just Capcom's way of trying to like not mess up the flow of the match, but also try to add some cool visual flair when you do something rare and exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't want to derail what we're, like, you know, the Alex thing, but I just feel like this is a cool new thing that I didn't expect them to add. And for the trailer, I was just really hyped seeing this. I was just like, wow, what is that?
And as I mentioned, this could have extra effects like giving you more meter or like draining their meter when they get hit. You know, like we just have no idea. So maybe that's what it's there to signify, that there's a special effect.
I finally remembered the example I was thinking about. It's when I finally remember. I don't know, the bzz just went back to my brain, dude. It's when Luke lands his OD fireball as a punish counter. Apps, you could have helped me there, man.
I suppose
Habs has completely not used that move. He tried the bzz, I'm telling you, Habs, if they add that bzz effect to it, you're gonna be trying to land that every match. I guarantee you.
For sure.
I guarantee you,
look
bro.
So good.
Yeah, man. They need to add this to Luke's shoulder move too. Like if he lands the overhead and lands like punish counter, we need the bzz, and he needs to do something. Like, man, those are the Luke buffs coming in season 4, guys. You heard it here first. I don't know, man. I just hope this is not a thing, Mirror, where every single match I'm going to try to land this and then I'm going to get bodied because I'm just obsessed with just trying to.
Like priorities.
Yeah. I really hope my theory is correct though on this. I do think they need to add this. Okay, let's keep going. Enough seeing Ryu get thrown around a million times. Okay. Crouching Medium Punch is cancelable. It's over, boys. It's over. Pack it up.
It looks, again, he's turned around the wrong way, quote unquote. Like we see his back. Normally you would see his front for his classic animation for Crouching Medium Punch.
Yeah, that's why
it is the same old Crouching.
They've done that.
Crouching Medium Punch. He's doing the stab.
They've done this for some other characters too, where they just changed the what's it called, the angle.
I mean, it's just a way to keep a move fresh.
Yeah,
like it's the same move, but it looks different.
Yeah, exactly. Game, you know? Yeah, they do the motion capture. It's like, oh, let's just do it from a different angle. So it's really similar to his crouching. It's probably the exact same.
It's kind of thinking. You can think about it this way. It's like they're doing their same usual fight style, but over time they might have changed their preferences, or like refine some of the moves. Right? It's a way of also showing that the time has passed in lore.
Okay, so this was one of Alex's best buttons in Street Fighter V. However, it was not special cancelable.
Yeah, that's right.
Now it is.
What say you? Hurt boxes too, even in that game, and it's likely that he will have a lot of good hurt boxes in this game too, because Crouching Medium Punches are like crazy in Street Fighter 6.
Oh boy!
So once again, every character in Season 3 doesn't have a cancelable low forward. Unless you know.
Well, we haven't seen Alex's, but I doubt that it's
so far.
Ingrid.
We'll There's one more to go.
There's one more to go. Yeah, don't close shop yet. Okay, we see the mystery normal again.
Yeah, the Crouching Heavy Punch probably.
This is another angle now. What is this, dude? Like, what is he doing?
It's a palm smash. Like, think the standing heavy punch. But like he's doing it upwards at 45 degrees. That's what.
This is just such a weird normal they gave Alex. I don't know why. Like I said, I guess they did this because like his heavy kick wouldn't work, right? Like he's got to go medium heavy drive rush. You know what I'm saying? So they just needed to give him something weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if Kenny Omega does any of this. Maybe that's why.
I think at the end is when they show like the Kenny moves, but I could be wrong. Someone can let us know. But anyways, so here, what I was just mentioning before, that the heavy flash chop is not going to be that hard to combo into in Street Fighter 6 because of the drive rush system. So we see here in his B&B, he even gets to go into it.
Yeah, but he's not doing it naturally, right? Like the important part here is that the times that we saw him combo into his flash chop is from either punish counter or drive rush.
Yeah.
So he probably cannot do Crouching Heavy Punch into flash chop naturally.
Oh yeah,
Like he needs to do a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
drive
100%. I agree, 100%. But I'm just saying that like in Street Fighter 5, he obviously did not have this drive rush option. So like,
Yeah.
as
Well,
long as you
he
land
had
that hit, you know, that B&B, you can get into this now, which is cool because you know this is one of
something
Alex's
that he had
things.
in Street Fighter 5, which was kind of like a proto drive rush effect, was the fact that he had V-Skill 1
The hard hit.
You give him hard hits, yeah. So like
Yeah.
basically counter hits on command,
Mm-hmm.
and they were cool counter hits. Like at some point they buffed them to be more than like just a counter hit. Like they added even more frames. So that was a way for him to be able to combo into slower moves because like he just could, you know, like it just cranked that soldier boy, and then I got I got the extra counter hit. So in this game, obviously you have drive rushers, then it's his way of getting into the flash chop and other slow moves.
Okay, so we've seen normal power bomb on back turn, and we've seen what's that kick move again called?
Oblique stomp.
Oblique stomp, and then now we see OD power bomb.
Mm-hmm.
There's the blog mention anything
blog
here?
mentions, the blog mentions that if you hold forward, you're gonna stay on the same side.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a power
that makes
drop.
sense.
So like this is a hype up bomb.
Okay, if you want to side switch, it probably does more damage, and you get power bomb. Or you can do oblique stomp to keep the side, but it probably does less damage. Maybe gives him Oki. Or if you do the OD version, you get the best of both worlds. You get Damaggio,
you can choose.
And you get to choose the side.
Yeah, so like I'm assuming that if you don't hold forward, you get OD power drop.
Yeah.
And if you hold forward, you get hyper bomb.
Hyper bomb. Cool.
Which is kind of interesting because hyper bomb used to be in Street Fighter 5 at least. In Street Fighter 5 was the OD version of his power bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It was the hyper bomb. Meanwhile, in Street Fighter 3 it was a super, a 360 super. So that's kind of interesting that again it's like on a different move, you know?
Yeah. Because before he goes, and you just go like that. And then
this is like the OD version.
Street Fighter 5 does the
drop.
double, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. This part is so stupid, dude. This part. How dare you try to anti-air me?
Love
when I saw that, I honestly groaned. That was like,
oh my god, the fireball full screen was one thing, you know, but then this is just ridiculous.
He's right there too.
I know, dude. He is right there. It is like the perfect bait.
Wait, I just realized something.
What's up?
You can steer your stampede. I didn't even think about that.
Right, you make it go shallow and just go straight down. Is
like
he going straight down, right?
The other time that it was shown, it was like way longer range.
Yeah. Dude,
and we know that it's not different versions because they specifically say that it's medium kick.
Yeah.
You press medium kick and you get air stampede. So you can steer it by holding back and forward.
That's super Unga.
It's super Unga. But once again, we have not seen OD Prowler Stance, so therefore we have no OD Stomp. Like, we don't have OD Elbow, we don't have OD Stomp, we don't have, like, you know what I mean? So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
On the wishes, you can do stuff like this.
Yeah, which I guess then goes back to the whole. I wonder if this is like Prowler Stance's quarters go forward.
There's his old stomp animation,
or quarters go forward kick. Yeah, that's the old stomp. That one was cool.
That's
but
a
I'm kind of sad that
pose.
like it's gone.
Yeah, they're like, we still remember it's here. But it's just canned after his power bomb, OD power bomb.
Maybe they're like, since now it's a motion move to do the stomp, we can't have it look as cool because it's not as cool. Not being sharp.
Okay, this is ridiculous, bro. His level 2 is ridiculous. This is insane. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Zangief's level 2 is also insane for like anti-projectile, right? The presence, but dude, he is flying across the screen.
To be fair, he's not that far right now. Like, he's pretty close.
That seems pretty far to me.
I don't know, man. This looks pretty far, dude.
Look at this.
Look how fast he's throwing a Denjin fireball too. By the way, it's not even a normal fireball.
Wow.
Like, Ryu's going to Jupiter. Dude. This is his Sledgehammer, isn't it? Like the Charge V Trigger 1 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a reference, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
It is
This is
called,
such a cool
they
super.
mentioned the name. It's called Sledgehammer.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely a nod to it. Man, Habs, you missed out on those days of Alex holding this thing down and literally parrying everything. He used to automatically parry when you charge this move. It was so stupid, dude.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
hilarious.
the counterplay was that if he didn't do anything, then he would just be charging.
And then it guard crushes you. You charge it all the way.
Yeah. So the idea was that you jump over him.
You play a game of chicken. Yep.
This is such a cool animation.
It is pretty
Dang.
funny.
Yeah, really good utility. And they need to buff Marisa's level 2, man. This is just getting ridiculous, man.
Don't worry, all the come.
And this is
Is this
kind
a
of his level 3 or his super in Street Fighter 5 almost, right? It's similar.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't plant you into the ground though.
Yeah, it's not just your feet sticking out. But still, it's cool. They use some of the animation ideas from Street Fighter 5. It's just part of his level 2.
references.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's cool.
fact that he has so many
Planted.
anti-fireball stuff makes me think the Prowler Stance does not go under fireballs.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to
It
see.
seems
Like
like
level
too
2
much.
is a lot of resources.
So you say.
But yeah, he does have a threat, man. Against just straight
To be
up
fair, he
zone.
has out of Prowler Stance, he has both the jump and the air stampede that go over, so it would be a little overkill if it didn't go under.
Dude, look how fast. Reminder that Honda's level 2 is a charge super, by the way. Just want to point that out.
Yeah. Hey, but that goes farther.
Don't
smiley
you
face.
dare try
So
to explain that
slow.
super
I bet
to
Ryu would have
me.
time to
Don't
block.
you dare. Okay, we got here.
Oh, DI?
What's his DI animation? It's just a knee?
It's a knee, yeah. It's a helping knee. Bonk.
Ow.
It's like a tomahawk, I guess.
Is
I think
this
it's
a Street
called.
Fighter 3 reference?
In
Or I wonder
wrestling,
that
right?
animation. Someone probably knows.
The Shining Wizard or
Oh,
whatever,
medium
like,
punch is cancelable.
tomahawk?
I missed this part.
Okay, yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
it's cancelable.
So
My bad. I didn't know.
that makes sense that then he could do this into oblique stomp, right? To mix up with the overhead.
Yeah, and the Tara
No?
combo. Okay. So
Yeah, there's the medium punch.
new button. Prowler.
same,
Okay, what
yeah.
is going on here? He's so
yeah.
plus that he's getting to Prowler Stance and he's still comboing to the crouching light punch.
Right, so like
It's
I
like a
mentioned
can run
before
cancel
how-
combo.
Well, this is something that I find interesting. We were talking about before how the jab probably doesn't cancel the Prowler Stance, right? And that's why he's allowed to do.
Yeah,
stuff
okay, yeah. So
after
this is the
doing a
second
jab.
state. Right. This is
Like this
so
is the
weird.
part that is particularly confusing.
Yeah.
Because before I mentioned how when he was dealing with the DI, right? How the whole animation of the jab plays out, and then he does the shoulder thing, crouching down forward heavy punch, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But in this situation, he's doing jab cancel lariat. You see that? Like the whole jab doesn't play out. The jab is canceled into the lariat.
Right,
Yeah,
you're right.
I
Okay.
get that.
Okay. Maybe it's a target combo that okay.
Yeah,
No, remember when he
that's
does
what I
the
was
Prowler Stance?
thinking.
He goes crouching light kick in the sweep, right? Then he goes crouching medium kick in the sweep. Maybe he could go crouching light punch and the crouching heavy punch and crouching
Well,
light
crouching
punch
light
in
kick
the
in the
lariat.
sweep is just a crouching light kick in the sweep is just a target combo he does all the time. Like,
Okay.
it's not from Prowler Stance.
It's confusing. We just know that he has 11 combinations, so this just might be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because this doesn't make any sense. Like he is clearly canceling it like a target combo.
Yeah. That's
And
the
we
part
know
that's
it's locked
really
away on
puzzling me.
Prowler from the blog, right? Like you said.
So, right, yeah. So the thing that's interesting to me is that this move is plus on hit because he combos afterwards. So, but from the blog itself, it also mentions that the lariat is plus on block. So could it be then that this crouching light punch, heavy punch target combo thing is unsafe on block? And you use it only for combos? Like it's specifically for this situation?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because like why is he canceling it? Like that's the part that is so puzzling to me. I don't understand how this works. Because before we were saying, yeah, you know, you do crouching light punch and you stay in stance, so then you can do everything else afterwards. Like fine, I can get behind that. But the fact that this is like very obviously canceled is the part that is really confusing.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he combos. He does.
We need to see the move list. I'm sure someone can leave a comment with like a theory on this, but either it's a target combo, either the Prowler Stance persists for some reason,
Yeah, but you're still able to cancel
But
the crouching light punch.
I don't know. It's really confusing, this part here. But either way, the blog states that the forward heavy punch is tied to the Prowler, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And it's the heavy punch follow-up specifically.
And then he combos in the light kick.
Yeah.
Into OD flash chop.
The only other thing that I can think of is, as we were saying, the crouching light punch keeps you in stance. And then because of that, you're never considered being out of the stance by the game. So when you press heavy punch follow-up, you're able to cancel the crouching light punch, which is, like a cancelable move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it lets you do that. And it's not a target combo. But, I mean, doesn't that mean that you can also do things like crouching light punch cancel into air stampede? Wouldn't that be whack as hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, well, we'll just wait till we see the move list because like we just don't have enough information here. But he's doing something. Like that's the main thing you need to know. He's canceling it.
Yeah. Then he does the standing light kick, and then the standing light kick is canceled into the OD quarter circle forward punches, which gives you flash drop. So like you don't get an OD flash axe, I guess, or at least we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if it's like what two punches you press at the same time, but I'm going to assume it's
like what is it, Terry, right? No, Terry only has the one OD. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, not something like Jerry, for example. We'll have to see. Alex comboed into a lot of OD chop in general. We'll have to see it, but we can't
faster than
we can't see how far Ryu's flying because he cancels it into super.
It's kind of interesting that he has to do a OD move into level 3. I don't know if they're doing it just to show that his OD chop exists, or because the flash axe actually doesn't combo without a punish counter, as we saw earlier in the trailer from standing light kick, right? Standing light kick is probably really bad hit stun.
That would be interesting if that's the. I don't know. I feel like they might just be trying to show it off. That seems really restrictive.
It's possible. Very possible.
One thing I should point out too is that out of all the grapplers, Alex's level 3 is not a grab. It's a strike.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. That seems balanced, I suppose.
Yeah, especially when your back is turned. Look at Ryu. Ah!
Well, I was gonna say Zengi's throw is the only one that is unreactable. Like you cannot jump after the flash.
Yeah, after the screen freeze.
Both Manons and Lily's you can.
Yeah.
I like how intense his face is.
I can't wait to see what the CA version of that level 3 looks like. I understand they don't show the full animation because the trailer would be too long probably. But I wish they did show the CA versions of the level 3. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't look that cool. But, they don't realize it's not the CA version.
Yeah. But then
grabs the camera.
Yeah, he grabs the camera. Get out of my face.
After all of this, we have a special surprise. The trailer isn't over, guys.
Yeah, they show
neither is the breakdown.
Okay, now it's Kenny Omega time. If you guys are not playing Alex and you guys are afraid of Alex players just going full Unga, spamming forward heavy punch lariats, apparently it is tied to the Prowler stance. He's going Prowler stance here. We see him crouching down to it. He's doing it.
There's a thing here that is worth mentioning. The lariat itself doesn't have armor, but if you can hold it, and then it does.
Yeah.
So this is another attack that you can hold for a charge.
Yeah.
So it's probably mega plus on block too.
Oh yeah, it's probably insanely plus. So this would be like the option that you do when you're doing Prowler stance with somebody on their wake up, and they are hoping that you're not going for throw, and they just block. And then you take advantage of this and you get mad plus frames to mix them up again and chip them down, their drive meter.
Yeah.
This is so cheap.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy.
I mean, especially if you do it at a range where they can't throw you, like they have to try and press something, then they just get absolutely mauled. Oh, and this is where we see that the lariat on counter hit and punish counter, it says in the blog, I'm pretty sure, also back turns you.
Yeah, causes back turn. Then you get into all the juicy stuff. The bzz. Also, in Street Fighter 5, if you landed a crush counter forward heavy punch lariat, you can go into another lariat. So I'm going to assume this combo.
And then they made lariat cancelable so that you could.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, if you can do another lariat here and then go into the light kick OD flash chop into the level 3.
Well, you have to go into assuming that this puts you out of Prowler stance, which it looks like it does because then he does, like the power drop, right?
Yeah.
you probably can't do that because you don't have enough time to go back into Prowler Stance and then do another lariat, which is a slow move.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you do that crouching light punch lariat thing that we saw before, I guess you could maybe do that.
Mm-hmm. So this is like the really, really crazy part here. So he goes into the OD backdrop.
Yes. And this is the version that doesn't switch sides. So like he's not holding forward.
So he is canceling this into a level 2, right?
That's
yeah,
so
the way
sick.
the blog describes it is that specifically in this situation, so like after OD power drop, so like this version, you can do the level 2 and it looks like this.
The chat is saying it's Snapdragon Suplex from Kenny.
The blog calls it OD power drop.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So if you land a back turn and you have level 2, you can do absolutely massive damage here. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
You're like there's nothing like this in Street Fighter 6, right? Where you can do a level 2 from a command grab, right?
Well, I mean, I suppose this is you're not really using it like a command grab because it's specifically like the back turn, the power drop.
That's true. I mean, this is still crazy, dude. This whole combo must do massive damage.
It's still very damaging. Yeah, it's probably still very
awesome.
Damaging.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
So I'm getting like T-Zog vibes from this. This is so weird. So it's like just weird seeing that you can cancel this animation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he's grabbing him. So this is you canceling into level 2, and this combos. So then we have the Kenny's V trigger, right? Chat.
Kenny's V trigger.
It's his V trigger, dude. It is. Trust me, people. Okay, it is. He does the blast, and then this combos, bro.
Yeah, it does combo.
Ooh.
And then
it's cool that it has a unique animation.
Yeah, this is super cool.
He's taking his pants.
This is dude, the wing, bro. It's so sick.
That's so sick.
For copyright reasons, what is the game move called, Mir?
Omega Wing Buster.
Omega Wing Buster is what the game calls it. Okay. V trigger knee strike. Yeah, but this is Kenny's one wing angel, but they probably just couldn't call it that in the game because of copyright reasons. Yeah. But this is all like Kenny moves. This is super cool. And we know he did the motion capture for this. It's really a really sick idea. It's just
sure
so
if you're a wrestling fan and you saw this, you were like just
bro, like doing this in a tournament would just be so hype, dude. Just look at Luke. He's like, where am I? What's happening? That is so cool, that pose.
Is season 4 here yet?
Okay, man. So we still.
So anyway, I have more questions than when I.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, man, we still have a lot of questions here, even after breaking this down. They did show us a lot in the trailer. Like this is one of my favorite character trailers. They show us a bunch of details about Alex, and we really got to see how he plays, man. Like I said, doing Prowler Stance constantly in a match. It looks cool in a trailer, but is it going to be clunky in a real match to constantly have to commit like that, right? And how does this Prowler Stance work? Like these crouching light punches canceling to these command normals? I'm sure we'll get a move list eventually because Alex is still 2 months away. He comes out on March 17th. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure we're going to get some playtest footage leaked soon. But I think Capcom's going to really focus on Resident Evil 9 next month too. So we'll see. Either way, he's coming out after Capcom Cup.
I mean, I'm really curious about whenever people are gonna get their hands on him because we're gonna see the whole song and dance off. He has throw loops. He doesn't have throw loops.
Yeah, you don't know who to believe. There's a lot of Alex players, though.
His movement speed is good.
I think this is a character we're gonna see a lot of players play, like right away, not just like wait for someone to pop off in a tournament. I think Alex is extremely popular, so I think they did a fantastic job for him to be the first DLC grappler. I think it's really cool. Yeah. Haps, I don't know if he's your style, man, but hope you're excited as a Luke player.
I'm super excited for him. He looks super cool, very Unga.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to play him. His animations are super sick.
Okay. The whole bzz move, I hope he gets some more. I really hope Capcom is using that for more stuff in the future, too. Yeah, man, this is the second last character this season, and then we have Ingrid. I'm sure going over that trailer is going to be a doozy. Future.
You know, we'll have to make sure that the Katamari Damacy music is playing in the background.
Yeah,
at all time.
But cool. Thanks for watching, guys, and have some here. Thanks for helping me break down this trailer, man. That was fun. If anyone has any more information on the wrestling moves being used, or can add any theories or clarity on the things that we had questions for, don't be shy, man. Leave a comment below. And don't forget, I stream every single day. I know I'm not doing too much Street Fighter content right now, but I am streaming every single day. So you guys can come in and say hi and talk to me about it. And then when Alex is there, we're going to be grinding him out for sure and doing guides and all of that. So it's been a pleasure. All right. I'm clocking out.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's, everyone.